Hi, welcome, it's Stella here. I'm sorry that your first video cut off rather abruptly and rudely. I had run out of gigabyte space. Okay, I've sorted all that. Now we're back to what we were doing, making do. Okay, I've got my A5 size, or roughly A5, which is 5 7/8 by 7 1/4, 8 1/4, 8 1/4. So I've made 4 of these, and 2 I'm going to cut down for the album that's going inside the box. This is the box. Okay, and we're doing it from all our scraps. Now last time I had run out of masking tape. Luckily, what came in the mail is this Express It brown craft tape. So this is going to do. I'm sure it'll be great. Just take off that yucky little piece. Okay, let's see how this goes. Well, it looks good to me, and it feels good. It feels very strong. I am going to put another piece on here, on this side. That is strong, that is great. Okay, so my long size, I need 2 of these. Gee, that really is strong. That is better than masking tape. Wow, it's the first time I've used it. That is really great. Okay, the long sides are going to be 8 1/4 inches, so let's get that 8 1/4 inches happening. Start from our straightest side. 8 1/4. 8 1/4. Oops. It looks and feels about right. Just get our blade, and we're going to cut that off. I'll save that. Wow, that is strong. Okay, and we want it 3 inches high, so I have to cut off . I'm going to keep this because you just never know. Okay, so that is one long side. Long side 8 1/4 by 3 inches. Okay, let's work on another one. Excuse me. We need something that's 8 1/4. If we've got that, that'd be good. Actually, let's see what we've got over here. it might fit the bill. Absolutely. So let's actually cut it at 8 1/4 straight off the bat. That is 8 1/4. Yep. Come on. Didn't want to cut. Okay, that's not quite long enough, but it's not short enough to be viable, if you see what I mean. Let me just move you over a bit there. Okay. It's not long enough, but it's not short enough. Which one's which? Good grief. That is short. It's like a 1/16 of an inch short, so we can't use that. It's just too fiddly. And this one is definitely 8 1/4. And that's by 2 inches. See if I can find something. I can't use that one because I've got 1100 GSM here, which is 1.8 millimeters thick, and this one is a 900 GSM with 1.5 thickness, so we can't use that. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, making do, making do, making do. That's only 2 1/2. It'd be a waste of time. It's not quite 3, so let's go with that one first. So there. Piece fits perfectly. Now I don't like just ripping this off, I'm going to have to cut. 1/4. That's 8 1/4. That's 8 1/4. Oops. We moved. And if you move, you will get a crooked cut. Oh, the sleeves of my cardigan. Just make sure it's the same size as this one. It is perfect. Now we're going to cut 3 inches. A little bit of a bulge there. Let's see if we can get rid of that. And that could be because my blade's a little bit bent. Good. Let me just fix that blade. Where are you? Top one off, pop that away. Now we've got a sharp blade. This side's, wow, this is definitely a thumbs up. Okay, now remember we worked out that the measurement of the sides, the short sides, are your base plus both sides, both long sides, and we measured that to be 6 1/16, I believe. 6. Well, I've actually got 6 inches here. 6 inches there, 1/16. We'll go with the 6 1/16. We can always trim it off. Okay. And of course this ruler doesn't have as measurement the 1/16 of an inch measurement. I don't know where my other ruler went to. I have done a clean out and sort through, so I've probably put it somewhere thinking I'll remember where that is. You know the story. And you never do remember where that is, where you put it. So we are going with 6. Let's look at 6 1/8. and then we'll move that halfway across to 1/16. Hold it really firmly. Now that we've got a nice sharp blade, it should be easy peasy. 2 cuts, brilliant. So that is 6 1/16. Okay, and that was 2 1/4, so we need a 3/4. It's not big enough. It's not big enough. I like to save this for the other one. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go that way. We'll go this way. Okay, 3 inches high. Hang on, let's just take this bit away first. 6 1/16. Got that. Perfect. Just take that away. Oh, I can feel how sharp that blade is now. And let's just take this little piece away. I'll tell you the reason why I'm doing it this way. Because if you see, this is the wider piece, and this one's the narrower piece. So I'd rather cut off a piece of here rather than the narrower one. So that's why we're going that way. 3 inches. Oh look, I can't say enough about this craft, brown craft paper. That is just amazing. Amazing. Okay, 6 1/16. We'll go there. Yeah, I'm liking that. I have to save all my bigger pieces for something else. 1/16. I think is about that. You moved it. Okay, I'm just going to take this little bit off here. Oh, shoulder hurts. And 3 inches. Oh, okie dokie. Now, so sides, small sides. Okay, I've got my craft cardstock, which is the same as this. Let me just see what this says. 1.5 inches wide, 55 yards. It doesn't say how. Premium quality framers tape. Sticks to itself well, non-slip surface. You can tear it by hand. It doesn't say any GSM weight. I'm just wondering if I can use this as construction hinges or not. And I'm thinking yes. Okay. What I am going to do is I'm going to put this around the side, around the edges, sorry, of my base. Do I need to do that? For the album I need to do that, not for the... Just let me think for a moment. Okay, I need to cover one side of this, and we are going exactly this size. So we put it there, and I'm just going to just trim it off, hopefully without taking any of my box board off. Beautiful. now I'm going to glue this onto here. So I'll either use sorry about that. I was going to use a PVA glue, but I'm not a lover of PVA. So we are going to go with our art glitter glue. That's the one I prefer. Let me just change that lighting over a bit. Here we go. And tape. So I'm using 3/4 inch double-sided tape. This craft cardstock is fantastic for making your base layer because it is so strong. And it's strong enough actually that I probably could use a PVA glue. Trial and error. So I'm going to add some, whoa, that's rather a lot. Just a little bit around the edges too, because I don't trust tape alone. Okay. And match it up as best I can to, oops, to all the corners. Okay, that is the inside of our box base. Okay, let's do okay, this is a short side. And what I do with the short sides is, oops, I've got a piece almost 7.5, but that's fine. 7.5 would be ideal, but almost 7.5 is good. So that gives me a good 1/2 inch, maybe 5/8 of an inch on either side. That's great. So we're going to take that right to the bottom, and then this is going to be folded over the top. So let's just work that first. And this, I'm just going to use glue for this one, since my glue is coming out super fast. Line it up with the bottom, equal either side. Now we're going to trim off these corners, level with the point, level with that point. And then some more glue. Oh my goodness, that's just too much. Okay, and we just manipulate the paper there and manipulate that one there. So this goes, whoops, that's the wrong way. What I now have to do is add a piece here. Sorry about that. I forgot, it should have been all the way over. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I make mistakes all the time. I hope you're okay with that. That's because I'm filming as I'm creating. It's not something I'm copying. And I think it's best if you see me make my mistakes so that you don't make them yourself. Let's just put some tape at the top of this piece. Okay, take the tape backing off and put some glue in, even over the tape at the top, and that's the top there. Okay, since we've done it this way, we'll do the other one this way as well, so that they look the same. Just manipulate that. Ow. Oh, gets off a paper cut still. Seriously, I did. Look at that. pulling that up a bit so that I can trim off any little bits from there. That one's okay, and the bottom is pretty much okay, but not 100%. So we'll cut some little bits off, and the same on this side. Okay, so when that goes on the outside, you will see that we've got that tiny little bit on either side, which is the thickness of this should be, and it actually will be once you add your craft paper or whatever cardstock you're using, and then that will go like that, and that will go over. So we should theoretically this butt against here, not there, but against here. So let's dress them all first. So I'll make this the same way, so we've got some continuity there. There, and a ½ inch up here. So I can probably just cut this one with my scissors. Easy peasy. Okay, and now we need a piece that is just exactly that size, but maybe a fraction smaller. So I'll draw that line, and then I'm going to cut it inside the line. Make sure that is going to fit. Take a bit off this, just a fraction. And here, just a fraction. Okay, so let's get some glue. We did glue, didn't we? Yeah. I hope wherever you are in this world that you are nice and warm. We are freezing. Freezing our tips off. But you do have heating, but heating is quite expensive. And the one we've got in our dining lounge only does the dining lounge kitchen. It doesn't come up into the bedrooms, which is where we both pretty much spend our days. We're not doing other things. So down there, and do not go inside this point, because that craft cardstock you've got there has got to cover that complete point. Okay. Can you see where it completely covers that point there, and when this folds over, you should have a reasonably neat corner there. So, okay, let's put some tape on this at the top. There's my phone. Overhang, that's good. Now, these ones, they'll be done slightly differently. Now, let's grab a piece of craft cardstock. This, I think I told you, it's 176 GSM by Frenchville. And we get it from Spotlight here in Australia, which is basically our only craft store, except for Lynn Craft, which doesn't have much. Okay, this is going to go straight let's cut this. On that line. I've decided to put a bit of tape on there. Just for no particular reason, I just felt maybe we need a bit of extra. Not necessary though. Okay, flat line to flat line. Flip it over and make sure we are good. Now this is how the other ones were supposed to go. Okay, I'm going to put some tape on this outer edge. It's up to you whether you use tape or not. Check that off. Now let's go in with the glue. Let's just put some right there so that can adhere well. Push it down really tight. Now, when you see these ones go together, you can see you're not seeing any box board at all. It's all covered. So that's a good method. Okay, if this is 6 inches, not quite. Let's cut another piece. I think that one might be just a little bit over. Oops. Yep, you need wiggle room. Okay, so I'm just going to trim this right to there, and we'll worry about the other one later. Let's just make sure this is trimmed well, carried away there. Make sure that is trimmed, and I'm pretty sure this one's already, oh, just a smidgen. Okay. bits of tape on here. I wish I'd put a bit more to the edge, but it's okay. That is okay. Okay, a smidge of glue, yeah. Okay, let's just check the sides, and we need some trimming. We do. It's just like a hair's worth of trimming, but it will make a difference when you put your box together. There we go. And that bottom looks perfect as crafting can be. Now, I've also got some 1.5 inch strips. Okay, I am going to score them. Where should I score? At 3/4. Must get myself a bigger scoreboard. This is just crazy. Okay, I'm going to do three pieces of this. For now. Okay, let's fold them over and score them nicely. I love this craft paper for a base because it just does not crack. It hasn't cracked for me yet. Watch, it'll crack now that I've said that. Okay, we are going to put some tape, and I think I'm going to use the 3/4 inch tape and put it exact. So I'll be extra careful. And the other side, exact match to the edge. Last one for now. Okay, let me just tell you about this box and album I am making. I'm going with black, red with a gold accent. So black and red with a gold accent. And I've got my front covers already. If I can find them, I will show you what they are. Okay, again I must have put them away. I'll put them away. Okay. Now we grab our bottom. This is the outside. This is the inside. What I wanted to do first was cover. Not necessarily, it doesn't have to be that way. Sometimes I find that covering it before I pop it together, like putting the decorative paper before I pop it together, saves me a lot of time later, and it's more accurate, I feel. So but it's up to you how you like to do that. Excuse me. Okay, we're going to take one side off, and we are going to add a bit of glue. Oops. I'm going to take just a sliver off here, not much at all, it's hardly worth it, but now we must meet our edges. Pull that up and give that a burnish too. Let's just take a sliver off the inside piece. Add a bit of glue. Now for the short sides, I'm hoping I can get 2 out of this. Yes. Yes, the one's just a bit large, but that's okay, I can trim it. That's about 1/16 of an inch. So let's just take that little bit off. Just a little bit off there, just whoa. Way to fix this is from the corner, you can trim that like that, just gently, and then you can lift that off. And here, I don't trust myself to do a 45-degree angle, so I prefer to do it after the fact. Okay, and don't forget all that will be covered. So that is 1/8 of an inch we need off that one. And try not to go under that. Flush and flush. And don't do a deep cut, you only want it just to take that off. And it's quite easy to remove that glue. Okay. Oh, I just have to take my cardigan off. It's hot work. Okay, now what I'm going to do in here, I am probably going to start with black, Then I'm going to do a gold, and then I'm going to do a red, and they're going to be layered. And this will be that will be the same as the top of the lid of the box. Okay, so let's put these on. Now remember, they're going on the outside. Some glue in there. And with this method, you don't need to put hinges inside. As long as you have trained your paper. I'm not sure if I did on this side. Just putting it at the edge of my table and just giving it a good workout. Something heavy. Okay, the next long one, same. By pushing it up like that and then over, you are creating that width of that box board so that this can sit in it. See how this one came up a lot easier than the previous one? That's because I prepared the cardstock for what it was supposed to do. Okay, now these ones, these have got the flaps on the side. Ow! Gosh, I'm a danger to myself, truly. Poke, cut. Now remember, your covered edge, your flat covered edge is at the top. What is that? It's like a bit of glue. Okay, on the side pieces, your covered edge is on the top. Let's take this off and put some glue in there. See if I can find something to smooth it out. That's the way. with this open side, to the inside, these have to fit on the outside of those. So let's pop some glue on here, and there, and on this side, and there. So with those open edges flush with forgot this piece. Whoops. Just do one side at a time, and once you've got them flush, then push the flap over. Then bring it back. Pick that one up first, I think. Okay, now I do want to put a little bit of glue there so that this will adhere to that. And then bring this over. This just needs a little bit of a trim there. Just rub any excess glue you can do with a bone folder. If you have too much excess glue, you can put a hinge in there. It dries clear, so now when you look at the top, you don't have any boxboard showing at the corners. Okay, let's do the next one. Fold that over, and that one. Okay, that glue's got to go on the outside and on the outside of this, or the inside of that. So we'll just go the outside of this one. And this side. fit it in so that, what's happening here? You know what? I didn't put any tape on these. I thought I had. That's why they're not going up properly. Excuse me, the bottom of our box. Let me just try and get rid of some glue here. A really strong, sturdy box made from scraps. Now I'm really happy with this. I'm going to leave this here until those corners have dried. These ones have dried nicely. So I hope you'll come back for part 2. I think I've taken enough of your time. And thank you very much for dropping in. I would love it if you made a comment, click like, and maybe subscribed. Okay, I'll see you next video. Thanks for being with me. Bye-bye.